Hello, and welcome to About the House. How does Australia manage environmental water, and what can we be doing better? These questions are driving a new parliamentary committee inquiry into the management and use of Commonwealth environmental water, headed by Member for Mallee Andrew Broad and Member for Shortland Pat Conroy.
River health is important to all Australians, and the Commonwealth over the last few years has now become the largest holder of water. But what are we doing with it? How do we manage it? How do we make sure that we get the best out of it? And how do we use that local knowledge, those people on the ground that have got great ideas to manage our Commonwealth environmental water? And that's what we're going to have a look at.
And in terms of, this is one of the most contested policy areas in federal politics. We saw the protests in river communities. In the end, a settlement was reached, and it's very important that people have confidence and trust that the billions of dollars the Commonwealth is spending, the water that's being bought, the other ways of freeing up water, that's all having a positive outcome for the health of the river and health of those communities. So monitoring integrity, compliance measures are really important to share and improve the trust that people have in this policy.
The inquiry will focus on the Murray-Darling Basin.
Well, I mean, there's a great saying that whiskey is for drinking and water is for fighting over. And you've got this interaction between agriculture, between environment, between what is state jurisdiction, what is the federal jurisdiction. Really what we're focusing on is saying, how do we manage what we've got? You know, the Commonwealth spent a lot of money. We've got a lot of water. The Commonwealth is the biggest holder in the basin. How do we manage it? How do we give some guidance to the people whose job it is to manage it? And how do we hear those local ideas? So that's really where we're going to keep it quite focused on, and I think in doing so we'll come up with something that will be of long-term value for the Australian community.
So for example, we're not going to be exploring or debating whether the 2750 gigalitre target is the right target, but we might look at within that, are we achieving it the right way? Have we got confidence that we're actually getting that water? Is the Commonwealth Environmental Water Holder, or CHUI as they're colloquially referred to, are they doing a good job around that? So this is not about a debate about the Murray-Darling Basin Plan, but it's about the operation of it and the integrity, enforcement and monitoring of it.
The Environment and Energy Committee will travel to river communities to speak to people who live and work with our environmental water.
Yeah, we're pretty keen to get out and hear people's ideas. One of the things I find when you go to a river community is, and irrigation communities, towns that live on rivers, is that they have so many good people with so many good ideas. Sometimes they might feel intimidated in preparing those ideas and submitting them up to government. We want to break that nexus. We want to make sure that the good ideas that people have can be canvassed, captured and ultimately implemented in making sure we have the best outcome for our rivers.
Yeah, I think Andrew's absolutely right. We need to hear from people directly impacted by this. If this committee just had a few hearings in Canberra, we would have failed in our duties. We need to get out there and talk to the river communities.
We want to hear what you've got to say. Go to aph.gov.au, environmental water. It can be a one-pager, it can be a quick snapshot. Your input really does matter to us.
Thanks for watching. To learn more about parliamentary inquiries, you can now subscribe to our email newsletter. Just visit aph.gov.au/ATH newsletter to sign up.